Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Can you feel it? That low, persistent hum beneath your skin. The stiffness in your knees when you rise from bed. The dull ache behind your eyes after too many screens. The heat that doesn't quite leave your joints, even at night. It's not just aging. It's not just stress. It's inflammation. Quiet, hidden, patient, and yet, it may be the root of nearly every modern discomfort we carry. But what if the answer isn't in a pill, but in a spice? A golden powder, once sacred in temple fires, now hiding in your kitchen cabinet. Turmeric, not just a seasoning, a slow-burning ember of ancient wisdom. A plant-born alchemist turning fire into peace. In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover how turmeric gently reduces inflammation, not with force, but with grace. How its secret compound, curcumin, moves through your body like moonlight through fog, softening what was rigid, calming what was roaring. Breathe in, let your shoulders drop, let the noise outside fade. You're not here to fix anything tonight. You're here to remember. Your body already knows how to heal. It just needs the right whisper. Long before labs had names, before pills came in blister packs, in the misty hills of India, where monks walked barefoot through monsoon-drenched forests, there was a root they called haldi, the golden one. They didn't call it anti-inflammatory. They called it pratyangira, the protector against inner storms. In Ayurveda, turmeric wasn't medicine. It was prayer in powdered form. Women rubbed it on newborns to bless their skin. Priests burned it in rituals to purify the air. Healers mixed it with milk under candlelight, whispering mantras as the steam curled upward to them. Turmeric wasn't grown, it was received. Its vibrant hue, a mirror of Agni, the sacred fire within us. When that fire raged out of balance, causing swelling, pain, heat, turmeric was the cool river that returned harmony. In Southeast Asia, elders tucked turmeric roots into pillows for restless children. In Bali, it was smeared on doorways to ward off illness. Even today, in villages where silence is still practiced, you'll find mothers steeping turmeric in warm water before dawn, not because they read a study, but because their grandmothers taught them. When the body burns, feed it gold. There are no patents on this knowledge, only memory, and sometimes memory remembers better than science. Science didn't ignore turmeric. It waited until it could finally measure what the ancients knew by touch. In 2021, a double-blind, placebo-controlled study published in Phytomedicine followed 107 adults with chronic knee osteoarthritis. Half took 500 milligrams of standardized curcumin daily, the other half, a placebo. After 7 days, yes, just 7, those taking curcumin reported a 41% reduction in pain and a 36% improvement in mobility. No side effects. Harvard researchers noted in 2020 that curcumin modulates over 150 molecular targets involved in inflammation, including NF-κB, COX-2, and TNF-alpha, the very proteins that turn your body's defense system into a wildfire. It doesn't suppress inflammation like steroids do. It rebalances it like a gardener, thinning weeds without poisoning the soil. Curcumin also supports the gut microbiome, where 70% of your immune system lives. Studies from the University of Maryland show it encourages beneficial bacteria while quieting inflammatory strains linked to bloating, fatigue, and brain fog. And here's the quiet miracle. It doesn't just reduce inflammation, It helps your body remember how to self-regulate. In a 2017 review in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, researchers concluded that curcumin's effects were comparable to ibuprofen, but without the stomach lining damage, kidney strain, or dependency risk. Yet, curcumin alone is poorly absorbed, which is why nature never intended it to be taken alone. More on that soon. But first, understand this. You're not chasing a cure. You're inviting back a rhythm your body forgot. 1 teaspoon. 1 day. 1 breath. 7 days is not magic. It's momentum. So how do you bring this golden fire into your life? Not as a supplement, but as a sacred practice. Begin with real turmeric root. Fresh, knotted, earthy smelling. Or, if you must, choose organic, no irradiated powder with no fillers. Here's the ritual. At dusk, when the light turns amber, heat a small ceramic pot, not metal. Ceramic holds the intention. Add 1 cup of full-fat coconut milk or almond milk, warmed slowly. Do not boil. Heat to 70 degrees Celsius, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Too hot kills the delicate compounds. Stir and pay. Teaspoon of ground turmeric. A pinch of black pepper, just enough to make your tongue tingle. A sliver of fresh ginger. Its warmth sings with turmeric song. Let it simmer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, not because science says so, though it does, but because your soul needs that pause while it steeps. Light a single beeswax candle. Place your hands around the mug. Feel the warmth seep into your palms. Breathe in the scent. Smoky, peppery, slightly sweet. This is not tea. This is communion. Pour into a handmade cup. Add 1 teaspoon of raw, local honey, not to mask bitterness, but to honor the bee's gift. Drink slowly. No phone, no screen, just you and the quiet fire inside you. If you feel the urge to cry, let it come. Inflammation doesn't live only in tissue. It lives in held grief, unshed tears, silent anger. This drink doesn't cure those things, but it makes space for them to soften. Some add cinnamon, a dash of cardamom, a drop of vanilla, bean. These aren't flavors, they're invitations to pleasure, to presence. 2-piece. Do this each evening for 7 days. Not to fix yourself, to remember who you are beneath the ache. Nature is powerful. Honor her strength with respect. Turmeric is gentle, but not harmless. Avoid it if you have gallbladder disease, bile duct obstruction, or are preparing for surgery. It can thin the blood. If you take anticoagulants like warfarin, or SSRIs like sertraline, consult your doctor. Curcumin may interact with liver enzymes that metabolize these drugs. Rarely. High doses may cause nausea or upset stomach, especially on an empty belly. Always start low. 1/2 TSP per day. Now. Synergy. Turmeric doesn't work alone. Black pepper contains piperine, which boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2000%. That's not marketing. That's biochemistry. Lemon juice. It stabilizes curcumin in your bloodstream longer, and pairing it with healthy fats, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, is essential. Curcumin is fat-soluble. Studies from the University of Pennsylvania found that combining turmeric with ginger enhances joint mobility more than either alone. And if you're feeling deep tension, add ashwagandha, the adaptogen that teaches your nervous system to exhale. But remember, you don't need 5 supplements. 1 golden milk, made with love, is worth more than 10 capsules filled with doubt. Let food be your first. pharmacy. And always choose organic. Conventionally grown turmeric is often treated with ethylene oxide, a known carcinogen. Your body deserves cleaner gold. Close your eyes now. Feel the weight of your body settling into the chair, into the floor, into the quiet. Breathe in and out again. With each exhale, imagine a soft golden light rising from your core, like embers stirred by wind. Now, picture a single turmeric root, dug from dark, fertile soil after rain. Its skin rough, cracked, but inside, glowing. Warmth, not heat that burns, heat that heals. As you breathe in, that golden glow begins to move through your veins, down your spine, into your knees, your shoulders, your jaw, wherever there is tightness, wherever there is ache. The light flows there. It doesn't fight, it doesn't command, it simply is. And in its presence, the fire slows, the swelling softens. The noise quiets. You feel it, a subtle release, like frost melting under morning sun. No rush, no effort, just presence. Listen, beyond your breath, you hear distant rain, a crackling fire, a single cricket singing into the night. Somewhere, someone is making this same drink. Someone else is holding their child, rubbing turmeric paste on their tiny feet as their grandmother did. You are not alone. You are part of a long line of quiet healers. People who listened, who trusted. Who chose gentleness over force. Let the warmth spread. Let your breath deepen. Let the light dissolve what no longer serves you. You don't need to fix anything tonight. You only need to receive. Stay here just a little longer. Let the golden quiet settle into your bones. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. You've done more than drink tea. You've remembered how to rest. In 7 days, turmeric doesn't erase inflammation. It reminds your body how to return to itself. It doesn't silence the fire. It teaches it to burn slower, brighter, cleaner. This is not a miracle. It's rewilding, returning to what your ancestors knew. Before chemicals became comfort, before speed became health. Turmeric is not a drug, it's a doorway, and every sip is a step across the threshold. May the spirit of this plant wrap around you like a blanket woven from moonlight and stillness. If this moment served you, share it with someone who carries hidden pain. Someone who thinks healing takes time, but doesn't know it can begin with a teaspoon and a breath. Leave a comment below. What part of your body felt lighter after watching this? Was it your knees, your chest, your mind? And if you crave more quiet revolutions, subscribe, because next week we meet the fire of turmeric's cousin, the one they call the root that turns sorrow into strength. Until then, breathe. Rest, golden. Now continue with the music and fill your being with serenity.